Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And it is now February 2024. I haven't really been filming pretty much since the end of last year, I think was my last video. And what's been keeping me busy last couple of months has been, I've been trying to take some additional yoga courses, which you'll see some future videos about that. And most recently for my personal practice, I've joined a group of Astanga yogis up in not too far in Connecticut. And so I just want to show you today what I've been working on. I've been doing the primary series regularly, and it's a real big challenge for me. And I thought today it's a real snowy day here in New York, and I'm kind of stuck at home, so I figured I would videotape myself doing the primary series. I don't know it by heart, so I have to look at my notes. So I hope you enjoy. So this is the Ashtanga primary series. It's usually about 90 minutes. I probably will do it in a little less than that. And so hopefully you'll find it interesting, and you may want to follow along too. It's just a little bit more of a vigorous practice. All right, I hope you enjoy. Namaste. I hope you're all great. And you will see a few more videos coming up in the next few weeks of the other work that I've been doing. Okay, good. Hope you're well. Enjoy. We begin in mountain pose. Full breaths. That's one. There's a total of 5. Five breaths. Last round of Sun A. or sun salutation B for 3 rounds. Breaths. Last one, sun B. This is warrior 1. So now we're done with the sun salutations, designed to create some warmth and heat, and now we move into the standing series. So we bring our hands to our hips and we hop our feet apart, and we're going to fold forward to grab our toes, big toes, lengthen halfway up, and then exhale, bend the elbows back, pull them in towards the outer calves, and fold for a count of 5 breaths. We inhale, rise, and we stand on our hands, sliding the palms underneath their feet for 5 breaths. We continue. Giant step back with the right leg. Pick up your right toes. Open your arms, triangle shape for 5 breaths. Inhale, rise, revolve, triangle shape to the triangle shape. Open your wings nice and wide and step to the top of the mat. Savasana. Side angle. Extended side angle. Revolved side angle. Spread your wings nice and wide and then step up to your Samasthiti. A series of wide straddle folds. Step out with the right leg, open your feet nice and wide. Grab a hold of your waist, roll the shoulders back and fold. Drop your hands in between your feet and stay. 5 breaths. Second round. Hands at the hips. We keep them at the hips as we fold. We draw the elbows towards one another. Crown of the head to the ground. Breathe. 5 breaths. Open the arms wide. We interlace the hands behind our backs. Take the shoulder blades, draw them in towards one another. Lift the chest, fold, bow, forward. 5 breaths. Last round, we grab our toes, big toes. Step to the top. Samasthiti. We continue. We're going to reach for, we're going to do our reverse prayer hands behind us. Bend your knees, and we're going to take a giant step back with the right foot for a Brasarita Padottanasana, I believe, a deep forward fold stretch from pyramid legs with the arms in reverse prayer hands. Second side. Inhale, rise, we step forward. Release the arms. Samasthiti. We're going right for our big toe or right foot reaches. You reach for your big toe with your right hand. Left hand is towards your hip. You're going to bow forward into your straight leg if you can for a count of 5. Inhale, rise, you're opening the leg out to the side, and you're looking away from your right leg. Pull it back through center, bow again just for a count of 1. Inhale, rise, bring your right hand to your hip, point your right toes, you're gazing at your big toe for 5. Joy there. He's been a good boy. He hasn't gone out into the snow yet. Second side, same work. You're reaching for your left toes. If you have to bend your knee to get it, you can do that. If not, it's a leg that sticks straight. You bow forward if you can for a count of 5. Point your toes. Release, it's pretty tough. Coming into our last standing pose, which is a half lotus pose with the right leg up. You're going to cross your ankle, cross your leg in front of the midline. Your heel is high into the crease of the left hip. You're reaching around to bind. You're taking the left arm down, straight down, and you're going to try to fold forward over your bound half lotus pose for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. It's never pretty. Second side. Half lotus pose with the left leg in the crease of the right hip. You're holding onto your left toes. You're taking the right arm straight down, and you're folding any mannequin. Inhale first. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, stand. Savasana. Inhale. Full sun salutation, We hop right into chair pose for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa. We hold our warrior 1 for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep looking up as you go for your second side towards the back of your mat for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat for a count of 5. Warrior 2 to the top of the mat. Keep your arms into a T. Switch the feet and stay. 1. Cartwheel the hands down. Transition through your vinyasa. This begins our seated portion of the practice. You're going to try to hop to sit between your hands. Lift your heels high, bend your knees. Cross your ankles and try to sit. And we're going to go right into Dandasana, staff pose. So sit well, palms reach the ground. Spine is long, feet are gathered and flexed, or legs are gathered and feet are flexed. Tuck your chin slightly, lift the chest up and breathe for a count of 5. As we're folding forward, Paschimottanasana, you're grabbing the outer edges of your feet. And you're folding, bowing for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise. You're going for your big toes with your index finger, middle finger, and you're rolling the chest forward. Pull those toes towards you as you shift forward, lengthen forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise. Try to go a little bit deeper. Try to go for your wrists. Right wrist in your left hand. Pull the toes towards you. Bow forward. 5, Inhale, rise. We're gonna cross our shins. Look for a little lift to step or hop over into your chaturanga. So we add a vinyasa in between each pose. When you're ready, you're trying to hop your feet to sit between your hands to go to the next shape. We're going into a revolved plank, reverse plank, sorry. Fingertips are spreading wide behind you. Roll the shoulders back, point your toes. Inhale, rise, lift the seat. Head is back if you can. If not, chin to chest for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Butts down. Knees into your chest. Cross your shins. Lift the hips. Step or hop into your chaturanga. We hop to sit again. When you're ready, lift your heels nice and high. Step or hop. Nice. This time, we're going into that half lotus shape again, like you did standing. Bend your right knee. You're reaching for the toes behind you with your right arm. You're reaching with the left arm forward and down for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise, lengthen leg. You're stepping or hopping. Pull those knees in, lift the hips. You're trying to thread the feet through those hands, through your vinyasa. Inhale, rise. Not pretty. It's a practice. I'm working on it hard. Have to sit. It's the left leg that goes into your half lotus. Reach for your right foot. Pull those toes towards you. Back forward, full 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise, extend the legs. Pull the knees in, lift the hips up. Pass through your chaturanga, make it nicer, please. Inhale. We're going for a half hero's pose. I'm going to try to hop my feet, leave my right knee bent into half hero's pose. Left leg is extended, top of the foot is on the side. I'm going to reach my heart center forward and fold. Rise, extend the leg, let's do that staff pose first. Knees come in, hips lift, step, hop, float through your vinyasa. It gets sloppier and sloppier as you get more tired. Half hero's pose. Left foot is out to the side of your hips. Square yourself, bow forward, fold, reach. Going into Savasana with the right foot inside of the left inner thigh or a little wider if you can. And you're bowing forward for a count of 5. yeah, thank goodness I can still laugh about it. The second side, it's the left leg. You can be nice and wide. And when you're ready, you'll bow forward and fold for a count of 5. My wristwatch would let me move on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. It's another version of Savasana. You sit up on your heel. You have to lift up and over and put your perineum, if that's how you say perineum, on top of your heel, and then go forward fold. Roll back off the heel for your transition. Second side of your work. It helps to have longer arms for all these hop throughs. I have very short arms, I always say that. So I just have to work harder. Picking up my hips, rolling on top of my heel. You're looking for that awkward spot to fold for 5. I'm gonna hurt myself. Last round of this Savasana variations. See the ball of the foot is on the ground and the heel is facing up. So you're like on a stiletto with the balls of your feet on the ball of the foot, and then you're gonna twist over the left leg to come forward. Any amount of forward. I can't bring my face down for anything in the world. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise, extend the leg. You're passing through your vinyasa. Notice there's a vinyasa between the right side and the left side of the body. In part, that's what makes it so vigorous a practice. Left foot, right? Left ball of the foot on the ground, heel up towards your navel, your gut. So it's a digestive shape in that the heel is making pressure into your digestive system, your intestines. Helps elimination and so on. This I have a little better range. This side probably has to do with organs being in the way on the other side. 2 and 1. Inhale, rise, extend the legs, lift the hips up. You're passing through your vinyasa up joints, up and back. We meet in a seat. To continue from our Savasana, we go right into some deeper work with a little binding. Enjoy you going out. If you think Enjoy's gonna go out, gonna sit. Okay. Let's see with mom. Okay. So right knee bends. Madhyachasana A, I believe. Oh, I think he's gonna go out. Hold on. You're going out. Sorry, guys. Keep going. It's going out. Okay, let's come back. So the right foot is bent. Right arm inside of the right foot. You're gonna bind. Reach the left arm forward. You're grabbing your left wrist. You're making a fist if you can. Squeeze the right. Right foot is nice and wide, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Right foot is in line with your outer right hip and bow forward fold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. You're releasing for your vinyasa. Maybe not. Second side. Left foot is nice and wide, about a palm spread away, inner thigh to inner left ankle. Left arm reaches inside. Right arm reaches forward, bend the elbow, clasp the wrist if you can, make a fist with your right hand, squeeze that left knee in, come forward, fold over your straight leg for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise, lengthen your leg. Pull the knees in, lift the hips up. Transition through your vinyasa. Nice job. We move on. Lift the hips nice and high. We're gonna go right into our second version of our Madhyachasana B. So the right knee bends again. Oh, sorry. We will start with the right knee bend, but first the left foot goes into kind of that lotus kind of way where the heel is towards the crease of your right hip. Then you bend your right knee, step on your foot, the foot being in line with your outer hip. You're gonna reach inside of the right inner shin, just like you did a moment ago in A. Grab the wrist, and now you're coming in between your knees to fold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise, release, do a switch. Right leg crosses, left knee bends. Coming in between your knees. Inhale, rise, release. I am off my mat. We continue still working with these Madhyachasanas. When the right foot bends this time, the foot can be a little closer to the inside of our left inner thigh. Right arm's gonna reach outside of our right hip. Left arm's gonna reach out to the side. You're gonna look to hook the left elbow outside of the right knee to twist and turn. Your right hand is behind you. You can bind, maybe, or not. I'm gonna try to bind. Count of 5. That foot is hard flexed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look towards the left. Hello toes. Unbind. Second side. Looking for your right foot to be flexed. Second side of your work. Notice unbinding, drawing, breathing. Come back through center. Release. Nice. Step up. Now, so this is our last Maria's Chestnut D. This is the most complex of them all. Left foot's gonna come into that half kind of lotus way. Right foot's gonna bend. It's similar to the work that you've been doing, except we're adding a twist towards the right. Right hand down, left arm up, similar to the work you just did. You're trying to bring the elbow outside of the right knee. I'm gonna use my hand, try to get that bicep outside of the knee. I'm gonna try to bend my arm back. I'm using my right hand to do that. I'm gonna circle my right arm back and I'm gonna try to reach. I did my finger tops for a count of 5. 3, 2, barely touching, 1. Nice job. Release. I'll show you the second side. It's a little better for me. My right side is always much shorter or tighter. I don't know what it is. Again, I think it's the organs, if you ask me. And then let's do that on the left side. So now, the right leg is gonna fold on top of the left thigh. Kind of like that lotus way, half lotus. Left knee's gonna bend. Left arm back, right arm side bends to the left. Try to reach my tricep outside of my knee. I'm gonna bend my elbow back. Try to reach for my fingertips. Twist and turn for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn towards the front. Release out of that. It's so hard. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. It's so hard that when we come into boat pose, it feels like cake. We're gonna hop and do boat pose. We're more than halfway through. Boat pose. 5 rounds of boat pose. Sorry. But this is the primary series of Astanga. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're looking at your toes, and 1. Cross the shins, you lift the hips, and you go back to your boat pose. This is boat pose number 2. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a lift between each boat pose. Boat pose number 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We lift. Go. Boat pose number 4. For 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last lift. Go. Up. Boat pose number 5. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go right into your vinyasa. Step or hop. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Let's continue. Now we're hopping our feet in front of our hands for kind of like a version of crow pose, but just a little more exaggerated. If you have crow, you can do it. But it's a little bit of a balance. Feet in front of the hands. If not, we'll get the hands behind the feet. When you're ready. Nice. So if the feet didn't land behind the hands, then move the hands behind your feet. Your shoulders are behind your calves. Hands are going to lie on the ground. Press into those palms. Begin to lift the toes, right toes over the left. Crisscross your legs. And then you're going to bring your forehead down. And lift the toes for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We inhale to rise. We try to come through crow the best that we can. It's not easy. I can't do it. There goes my notes. Nice job. This time we're going to hop to turtle. Again, the feet go in front of the hands if possible. A version of tortoise or turtle, something like to that effect. Or it translates to that. This time we sit right on the ground. Legs are the width of your mat. Your arms snake underneath your legs. And you're in this way for 5, 4. You're pressing into your biceps with the backs of your legs and maybe your heels lift. 2 and 1. We try to seek a bind. So you try to come out of that. Bring the heels towards one another and the arms back. You try to interlace the hands at the small of your back. It's not happening for me. I always need assistance for this. Again, my arms are a little short. And then we try to crisscross our feet and put them behind our head for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not easy. We're going to release out of all of this. It's not easy. Step or hop. We're coming into rooster. So this is what I call like the animal series. So now we're going to have to sit. And we're going to look for a bit of a lotus. Right foot over the left foot over the right. And then we're going to take our hands inside of these little openings between the calf and the inner thigh. Right, and so like you're folding your elbows. Your palms facing towards you. You're trying to bring your prayer hands to your forehead. And this is just kind of one version. They probably do it a little nicer. Sometimes they put their hands underneath their chins. I'm just learning, just a student. 3, 2, 1. They start to rock back around their spine. I can't do it. I can barely turn. Do you see this? It's not pretty. Anyway, it's like 5 rocks to the front of the mat. And then you're going to use core and momentum to come up to stand on your hands. I have to slide back because you can't see me. So when you rock back, you're still in lotus. When you rock up, that is, when you rock up, you stand on your hands and you lift your knees up, and that's your full rooster for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you release out of that and you try to hop back through your vinyasa. Not easy. There's There's so many beautiful people that do it. I am not. We're going to hop to sit, I believe, because now we're going into butterfly shape. And so we start with from rooster, we go right into butterflies. So those feet are going to be open like a book. So you're going to use your thumbs to open the soles of the feet. The edges of your pinky toes are touching, but the soles of the feet are facing up. And you're coming forward with a straight spine for 5. 4, elbows are opening your knees for 3, 2, and 1. We inhale, rise. We keep the feet open like that, and now we tuck the chin. And we're rolling down, so scoop the belly, and you try to bring your forehead to the soles of the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. Nice job. I'm going to pull the knees in. We're going to rock into a vinyasa. And then we're coming into a series of wide straddle folds. So the legs go wide straddle fold, seated. Legs are wide. You're going for your big toes if you can. Clothes are falling off of me, I'm sorry. And then bring your belly to the ground, chin to the ground, and breathe for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You inhale, rise. You're going to try to balance on your sit bones. This is really hard. I cannot do this. So I gotta lift my legs off my toes, off my fingers, and then lift for a count of 5. And then you're supposed to lean back, lift your head, drop your head, and reach up with the heart for 5, 4. I think we roll back here. 3, 2. No, we go for 4 and 5. We first go forward, I think. Do we go forward first? Oh no, we go back. Sorry. So. And then from here, 5, we rock back and get the feet up. Put my clip is on my head, and we lean back. Reach for your toes. And try not to let go of your toes as you roll back, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Roll all the way up through your vinyasa. I think there's another way of getting to the vinyasa. I think there's some sort of roll back that you do from back there that I didn't do. We're gonna lay on our back. Right away on our back. Oh, this is nice. So this is similar to the work you did earlier. You're gonna lift the right leg up, go for your big toe, hand to toe pose. Lift the head, lift the shoulder like you're bowing towards you, like you did standing. Left hand is on thigh, left toes are pointed, elbows join in for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back body goes down, leg goes open to the side. You look away, right? Similar to the work that you did before. 3, 2, 1. Pull it back to center, give it a nod, and then you switch. It's the same work that you did at the beginning, rather earlier in class. And you were standing for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open to the side, look away. It's almost like a resting shape for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back to center, give it a little kiss. Nice job. Bring yourself all the way through your vinyasa. Step or hop. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going right into a plow pose. And we're going to take those legs up and back. Reach for your toes. And then you're going to rock up to sit into a boat pose with your toes in your hands if you can. I can't. So I am here for a count of 5, 4, head back, chest up, 3, 2, 1. Rock back again. Go back. Go all the way up. And now you go a little bit deeper. Your face is coming into your shins. You try to look up as that happens. It's not easy. For 3, 2, and 1. And then I think that we just go right out of it into our vinyasa. And then we lie on our backs. Thank goodness. Right on the back bends now. Back bend. Nice. So from the ground, there's this cookie pose where you anchor your heels or edges of your feet on the ground. The heels touch. These are bent. So it's kind of like a fish pose. You lift. Oh my! He's not gonna let me. You lift your head. So the crown of the head is on the ground, and then I'm gonna pick up my hips. I'm gonna try to look for balance. Not easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not easy at all. Come back through center. Not sure if there's a vinyasa, but I'm sure there is. Let's get into it. And then we do a series of bridge poses into wheel. So come all the way through. Lie on your back. And then you decide 3 bridges. No wheel if that's part of your practice, or I'm gonna do 1 bridge and 2 wheels. Bridge first. Count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I lift my hands up. I'm gonna bend my elbows. My hands go right outside of my ears, and I press onto the crown of my head and press into the ground and lift up for 5. We're doing this twice. 4, 3, 2, 1. You bend your elbows, you tap your head, the crown of the head to the ground, and then you push the ground away. Last wheel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Tuck the chin, bring it back. Your vinyasa. Sometimes they do this back flip, which I don't know. One day maybe I'll get. Maybe not. And I think we go into Paschimottanasana. How nice is that? A forward fold, which is a counter pose to all that back bending. Gather your legs, point, flex your feet, bow forward fold. I'm just collecting my hair. And then I'm coming forward. I flex my feet. I'm grabbing my wrist. I can grab my wrist. You don't have to grab your wrist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I think we lie back. I would like to think we just lie back in corpse pose in preparation for shoulder stand. Shoulder stand. So notice your legs are gathered in shoulder stand, toes are pointed up. So there's together the legs go up towards the sky, and you catch your low back into your shoulder stand for a count of 5. It may be like more counts at 5. I'm just keeping it to 5. This one, some of these shapes move into like 8 counts now. I guess because it's coming towards the end. 3, 2, 1. Now it's plow pose. You reach the toes back, the tops of the feet. Sometimes you interlace the hands in front of your hips if you can. Sometimes people grab their toes. You're gonna do you. 2 and 1. Now we bend the knees around our ears. We squeeze our temples for 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. We try to bring the legs back up towards the sky. And this time, catch your waist and you're coming into a lotus pose. Right leg, left leg. A little lotus leg balance. You're going for your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going for a hug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can't hold it too long. And then you release and you go into kind of a fish pose with your lotus legs. I have a clip again. Oh, the story of my life. I even cut my hair shorter. Oh, grab onto your feet. Lift the chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full fish pose. Legs on an angle, arms on a diagonal for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the head, tuck the chin, float through your vinyasa. Oh my, oh my, oh my. The end is near, I believe. Thank goodness for us. Knees down. We're going into a headstand, right? So if you just don't have a headstand practice, that's fine. You can pull it out to the wall. You can try to modify, do a modification. You can do dolphin pose. You can do no inversion if you want. A simple child's pose is fine. I'm gonna try to do my headstand. My elbows are the width of my shoulders. I use my hands to make sure that's correct and interlace my hands. I'm going to put the crown of the head on the ground. My interlaced hands are like a little wall, a little basket that holds the back of my skull. Curl my toes, lift my hips. I like to come into a headstand with my legs together. Less movement, less jarring for me. Pretty. We're coming into a full lotus pose. Right leg, left leg. You're trying to come for a bind. You're trying to hold your toes as you crisscross your arms behind you. Sometimes we just hold our elbows behind us. You bow forward, fold over your lotus legs for kind of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise. We sit in a bit of a meditation if you will. It's an engagement of the core, your chest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1. And a lifted chin. Now we're going to lift our lotus. So you can use blocks or your hands right outside of your hips. For a count of 10, we lift, we float up. Last little bit of work. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Vinyasa. Shift it forward, step, hop, float. The view of vinyasa, it's not pretty. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. We lift the heels up. We step, hop, float to the top of the mat. Halfway up. Exhale, bound. We press into the feet. We root to rise. Hands through the heart. I believe we do a closing prayer, which is beautiful. And then we end up in a vinyasa, slow and steady, to seal in our practice. We bring our knees down and we turn on our backs with our head towards our teacher and feet away from our teacher at the top of the mat. And then you rest as long as you need to in your corpse pose. Well deserved. Thank you for joining me in this primary series of Ashtanga, work that I've been doing for a couple of months, trying to better my primary series. It was really my first passion. It's one of the first yogas that I learned. So I've come back to it after 20 years. Namaste. Please stay in your corpse pose as long as you like, and watch out for some additional stuff that I'm working on. I've done 2 awesome courses online since December, and I've got videos that I've got to create for those teachers anyway, and so I'm going to share them with you. All right, thanks a lot for coming and visiting me on my channel. Have a great day. See you real soon. Bye.